What if instead of having to walk all the way up to the main street to do your shopping, you could pick up your groceries right here at a corner in your very own neighborhood?
There are many neighborhoods where people would love to have a grocer where they can actually walk to rather than have to drive to have a cafe to meet up with friends and family, to have other types of retail that works within the neighborhood.
It's an idea that some residents grew up with, and they'd welcome its return.
When I moved into this neighborhood 30 years ago, there were corner stores, so I don't have any problem with it.
There are definitely a lot of residential areas in the city where that kind of stuff takes a really long time to get to. So, yeah, I could see that being a good policy in general.
Even the mayor is on board.
This is about making the neighborhoods more complete, walkable, and safer for families. That's a caring city in action, a city that delivered for folks in Toronto.
But it all depends on what sorts of businesses would actually pop up on those corners.
We don't need another weed shop. 5 per street is kind of enough.
If it's a coffee shop, something like that, sure. But if it's a bar, I don't know, maybe not so much.
That's the consensus from a lot of local councillors too, because the city doesn't get to choose what goes into these spaces.
The core of it is not about a neighborhood grocery store. Who wouldn't love that? But it's more about the nature and the ability to permit certain uses like alcohol, cannabis, shroom shops popping up. And right now we don't have that legal authority. That rests with the province.
In fact, the idea became so unpopular that it was basically scrapped at committee.
Over 3,000 comments were collected, substantially in opposition to these changes. And I think, some of the dominant concerns were conflicts, people coming and going throughout the day, worries about security, worries about noise, about smells, about garbage collection.
Now the plan they'll consider looks completely different. Councillors will vote on bringing storefronts to areas of main streets that are currently residential. But Matlow is still pushing for his neighborhood corner stores. He wants the city to give wards the option to opt in or opt out.
If you don't want it, you don't need to have it today. But allow those of us who do want to try it to show you that it, not only did the sky not fall.
So houses like these ones on Bathurst, south of St. Clair, could soon be selling you a carton of milk or an ounce of weed, depending on who you ask. But we'll have to wait and see how City Council votes this week. Brandon Choghri, City News.